His full name is Barbara Millicent Roberts. Every time you lick a stamp, you consume 1/10 of a calorie. The average person falls asleep in 7 minutes. I'd say that's about right. Your stomach has to produce a new layer of mucus every 2 weeks, otherwise it will digest itself. 101 Dalmatians, Peter Pan, Lady and the Tramp, and Mulan are the only Disney cartoons where both parents are present and don't die throughout the movie. It's uplifting. Stewardesses is the longest word that is typed with only the left hand. To escape the grip of a crocodile's jaws, push your thumbs into its eyeballs. It will let you go instantly. Just in case you ever need to know that. Reindeer like to eat bananas. No word in the English language rhymes with month, orange, silver, and purple. The word samba means to rub your belly button together. What? I don't know if that's true. Okay. Mel Blanc, the voice of Bugs Bunny, was allergic to carrots. I actually knew that. That's funny. The electric chair was invented by a dentist. A jiffy is a unit of time for 1/100th of a second. 1/100th out of a second. Because of the rotation of the Earth, an object can be thrown farther if it is thrown west. The average person spends 6 months of their life sitting at red lights. Right-handed people live, on average, 9 years longer than left-handed people. I'm gonna say that that's probably not true. 10% of the Russian government's income comes from the sale of vodka. In the United States, a pound of potato chips costs 200 times more than a pound of potatoes. A giraffe can go without water longer than a camel. Nearly 80% of all animals on Earth have 6 legs. 90% of all species that have become extinct have been birds. There is approximately 1 chicken for every human being in the world. Is that possible? That's crazy. Most collect calls are made on Father's Day. A rainbow can be seen only in the stretch and appear to yawn in a human manner before taking up the tasks of the day. Bees have 5 eyes. There are 3 small eyes on the top of a bee's head and 2 larger ones in front. Butterflies taste with their hind feet. I learned that in the 1st grade. Only female mosquitoes bite, and most are attracted to the color blue, twice as much as any other color. If one places a tiny amount of liquor on a scorpion, it will instantly go mad and sting itself to death. Why would you do that? It is illegal to hunt camels in the state of Arizona. There are no clocks in Las Vegas gambling casinos. I know that's true for a fact. The human tongue tastes bitter things with the taste buds toward the back. Salty and pungent flavors are tasted in the middle of the tongue. Sweet flavors at the tip. The first product to have a barcode was Wrigley's gum. When you sneeze, air and particles travel through the nostrils at speeds over 100 miles per hour. During this time, all bodily functions stop, including your heart, contributing to the impossibility of keeping one's eyes open during a sneeze. In 1778, fashionable women of Paris never went out in blustery weather without a lightning rod attached to their hats. Raisin dropped in a glass of fresh champagne will bounce up and down continually from the bottom of the glass to the top. Celery has negative calories. It takes more calories to eat a piece of celery than the celery has in it. It's a good thing I like celery. The pop you hear when you crack your knuckles is actually a bubble of gas burning. A literal translation of a traffic sign in China is "Give large space to the festive dog that makes sport in the roadway." You burn more calories sleeping than you do watching TV. Barbie's measurements, if she were life-size, would be 39, 29, 33. The human heart creates enough pressure to squirt blood 30 feet. It has been estimated that humans use only 10% of their brain. Zanzibar surrendered after 38 minutes. You were born with 300 bones. By the time you are an adult, you will only have 206. If you go blind in one eye, you only lose about 1/5 of your vision, but all your sense of depth. Women blink nearly twice as much as men. The strongest muscle, relative to size, is the body of the tongue. The first CD pressed in the US was Bruce Springsteen's Born in the USA. The thumbnail grows the slowest, the middle nail the fastest, nearly 4 times faster than toenails. The human eyes never grow, but nose and ears never stop growing. When I was younger, I always wondered why my grandpa's ears and nose were huge. It's because he lived to be in his 90s and they never stopped growing. The 57 on Heinz ketchup bottles represents the number of varieties of pickles the company once had. Tom Sawyer was the first novel written on a typewriter. There are 1 million ants for every human in the world. That's crazy. The golden arches of fast food chain McDonald's is more recognized worldwide than the religious cross of Christianity. The average talker sprays about 300